Ani. Ani. Can everyone say that? Ani. Jeshkwenim Kibedeshin Dijikaz, Oneida Nation of the Thames Donjaba. My English name is Brad Robinson, and what I said was Jeshkwenim Kibeneshi is Green Thunderbird, and you'll notice that I have a nice medallion here. It's a beaded medallion, and there's the Green Thunderbird actually symbolized on that. I'm originally from Oneida Nation of the Thames. Oneida is actually just outside of London, Ontario, so I'm a proud community member of that. And I'm going to sing you a song to get the day started in a good way. We are obviously in a Tikmikshing territory. I'm a Haudenosaunee, which is a little different than Anishinaabeg or Ojibwe. We do things slightly different, but when we're in this territory, we act accordingly. We respect those people who are here in the territory, and therefore this song is something that would be respectful for that as well. So I'm going to start singing, and please just enjoy.
I'd like to thank, once again, Brad Robinson, member of the Oneida Nation of the Thames, for getting this off with a real bang. Ha ha. Thank you very much, Brad. That was great.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Trevor Schell, ergonomist with OCAL here in Sudbury, and I'd like to welcome you to the 21st anniversary of, or the 21st International RSI Plus Day. Today we are partnering with Sudbury Oakhouse Clinic's local advisory committee to bring you a full-day event under the theme, What is a Worker's Life Worth? Today, in addition to those of us here in the E-Dome, we are joined by others from almost every province in Canada, 3 U.S. states, Colombia, Ireland, England, Switzerland, Hungary, India, China, South Korea, and Australia, which are all represented in red on the map behind me. I want to take this time to thank our sponsors, without whom today's event would not be possible. So I'd like to thank United Steelworkers District 6, the Canadian Union of Public Employees National Office, the Canadian Union of Public Employees Ontario Office, the Ontario Nurses Association, De Beers Canada, the Canadian Staff Union, the Public Services Health and Safety Association, and Laurentian University's Workplace and Labor Studies program. I would now like to invite Susan Hart from OCAL's Local Advisory Committee out of Sudbury to acknowledge the people on whose traditional land we stand today.
We will begin the RSI Plus Day meeting by acknowledging that we are meeting on Aboriginal land that has been inhabited by Indigenous peoples from the beginning. As settlers, we're grateful for the opportunity to meet here, and we thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Long before today, as we gather here, there have been Aboriginal peoples who have been the stewards in this place. In particular, we wish to acknowledge Sudbury. We are in the Robinson-Huron Treaty Territory, and that the land on which we gather is the traditional territory of the Atitmikshing Anishinaabeg. We recognize and deeply appreciate their historic connection to this place. We also recognize the contributions of the Métis, Inuit, and other Indigenous peoples have made, both in shaping and strengthening this community in particular, our province, and our country as a whole. As settlers, this recognition of the contributions and historic importance of Indigenous peoples must also be clearly and overtly connected to our collective commitment to make the promise and the challenge of the truth and reconciliation real in our communities. In particular, to bring justice for murdered and missing Indigenous people from across the country. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.